All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. My name is Brian and I'm delighted to be with you today for this wonderful I'm going to try this little flow thing that I've been thinking about. Well, I just saw it and I put it together and we'll see how it goes. We're going to see how that works out. So we're going to have a little breath work to get activated, and then we'll come to our mat and we'll move through this sequence of movements that hopefully will flow kind of smoothly and kinetically and allow us to be mindful about our movement. And then we'll come back into a twist and move into our guided rest. And we will be here about I don't know because I haven't done this flow yet, so we'll see. But the goal is 45 to 50 minutes, and we'll see how that works out. We will start, as always, with grounding and then raising gratitude and attaching to the present moment through connecting to the breath. And then we'll set our intention and then we'll move into our practice. So let us begin, as always, with the recognition of our first guiding principle, which is support precedes action. So please ensure that you have all of the support that you need for your practice today. Blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, eye shades, a chair, tissues, clear your passageways, anything that you need to support yourself in your practice. Please have it available. And then please avail yourself of it. Use your supports as we move through the practice. All right. And then remember, as always, that it is your practice. So while I will offer and suggest and invite some things from over here, please remember that you are in the privacy of your own space by design, and that the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is an option. So come out of any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time, modify using your supports as you need to at any time. Do what is right for you. Listen to the wisdom of your body. The whole goal of these sessions is for you to find the place in your body where you are connected and therefore have access to your tools, to your supports, your source for your emotional, physical, mental, and psychological regulation. All right, enough talk. Let us work. All right, let's find a supported posture, whatever that means to you. And then feel into the physical connection of your body to whatever part of your body is touching something. So maybe your feet are flat on the floor if you're in a chair. Maybe your side of your legs are touching the earth if you're seated cross-legged like I am. Maybe you feel your sits bones, the pointy bones at the base of your hip girdle, rooting into your mat or your cushion or your chair seat. Maybe you're lying down and your back is against the mat, or you're up against the wall and your back is against the wall. Whatever part of your body is in contact with something, feel into that connection. That physical sensation of connection at that part of your body is your support. Root into your supports as if you could extend roots down into the earth. And then from that rooting down, I invite you to lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Experiment with tucking your chin and nodding your head so that you feel that release at the back of the neck so that you can feel the full length of your spine from the base to the crown. And then keeping your spine elongated and aligned, feeling into your supports, I invite you to turn your awareness to your breath and to begin to breathe in and out through your nostrils, following your inhalation all the way into your body, wherever it may go without stress or strain. Following your exhalation all the way out of your body, seeing if you can let go completely, empty, completely release all that is no longer needed. And hold your awareness right there. Be right there as the next inhale appears, just when it is needed, and gratefully receive that inhale. And follow that exhale. And as you settle into this place of presence, I invite you on your next inhale to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and to allow to arise in your heart space gratitude. Any one thing for which you are grateful here this morning, perhaps for you today, just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever it is that arises for you when gratitude is called forth, I invite you now to see that in your mind's eye and to anchor that in your heart space and to hold it there for the duration of your practice. And then finally, this morning, if you choose, before we start, I'll invite you to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale, or to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. And whatever your intention is, I invite you now to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then listening as the echoes of your intention perhaps reverberate in your being. I'll invite you to take a full inhale and a complete exhale. Releasing your chin to your chest, releasing your hands to your knees, turn your palms up, bring your thumb and forefinger together, lift your chin, and then take a moment if you need to reestablish your seat, reconnect yourself and your support. We're going to do a little breath work to get started here. So if you need to reestablish yourself in a supported seat in order to find your breath work and be comfortable for your breath work, please take a moment to do that. We're going to begin with our alternate nostril breath, a variation of alternate nostril breath. We're going to breathe in and out through the left nostril for 1 minute. Then we're going to breathe in and out through the right nostril for 1 minute. And then we're going to breathe in and out through both nostrils for 1 minute. So that is the practice. Now remember, you can just bring mental awareness to your left or right nostril and just do that. If you have and would like to use a hand mudra, you can block the opposite nostril with your thumb, fingers pointed upward. Not necessary. It just helps to physically block that track. But the more important part is to be focused on the breathing. If you would like to add a little bit of bellows or Vasistha effect by pumping your diaphragm, as long as you are not pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, you're welcome to do that also. But you will find your rhythm for these breaths. So maybe you're just taking a long, deep inhale and exhale. Maybe you just take 1 or 2 breaths. Or maybe you're moving a little quicker. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. All right. So let us take a moment now to take a cleansing breath, full inhalation, complete exhale. As you are ready, bring your awareness to your left nostril and begin to breathe in and out through the left nostril. Finding your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. In and out through the left. Body is very still. Awareness is on the breath in the left nostril. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. And we're just breathing in and out through the left. Your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Remove your hand if you were using your hand to block the nostril. Just be very still here. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, let everything come to the center of your being. Be present. And then release your lift, release your breath. Bring your awareness to your right nostril. Begin to breathe in and out through the right. Again, finding your rhythm, your pace, your breath, and your practice. Try to make it be the same. So whatever your pace was, try to make your pace be the same on this side. Activating the right energy channel, the nadi, and then the left hemisphere of the brain. In and out through the right nostril. Fully focused, fully present. On your next inhale, take a full inhalation. Release your hand. If you were using your hand, lift gently at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin. Let everything come centered here as you gently retain this breath. Feeling into the fullness of your being, noticing what is shifted for you, noticing your own experience. A little activating breath to start the day. Maybe you feel a little energized, maybe not. Just notice what you feel. And as you are ready, release your lift, release your breath. And we'll begin our movement through both nostrils. Inhale fully. And begin both nostrils. Again, finding your rhythm and your pace and your breath and your practice. Full inhale, complete exhale. Body very still. Awareness on the breath in the nostrils. Focus at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or just beyond the tip of your nose if the eyes are narrowed. Just breath work here. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale fully. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl. Relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin. Everything comes centered. Feel into your experience. 3 minutes of breath work. Notice what shifted. Notice the effect of your practice on your state of being, mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally. We use the tools to shift out of mind and body states and into differentiated mind and body states. As you are ready, release your lift, release your breath. Take a cleansing breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe in here. Just be still for a moment. Let everything settle. Breathe out here. Just notice. One more breath here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. And then as you're ready, bring yourself to your mat. I'm going to come standing in the middle of your mat. We'll work from the middle of the mat today. All right. And just take a moment to settle yourself into standing. So maybe you want to shake out your legs. If you're like me, we get a few days on ourselves and our body gets a little stiff, especially in the morning. We sit for a few minutes and everything just tightens up. So maybe just take a moment to loosen up a little bit. Just feel yourself able to stand. And then bring your feet underneath your hips. Turn your feet so that your outside edges of your feet are parallel with the top and bottom of your mat. And then root into the feet. So feel into the physical sensation of connection at the inside and outside of the heel, the inside and outside of the ball of the foot. Pick up your toes, perhaps. Feel that rooting down into those 4 points. And then place your toes down. Feel the additional support that comes from the toes. Zip the heels inward toward each other to feel the lift up the inside of the thighs. Soften the ankles and knees. Firm the hips and waist. Lift out of the waist. Lengthen through the side body. Lengthen through the spine. Roll the shoulders up and down. Lengthen through the crown. Turn the palms forward. This is you standing in your mountain posture. Take a moment here to settle in. Check in with your gratitude and your intention in your heart space. And then let us begin. We're going to inhale, take the arms up, press the palms together. Now, if your palms don't touch, don't sweat it. Just have your arms be where they are. But take your biceps so they frame your ears. Take your thumbs toward the wall behind you. Feel that length. Lengthen. Feel here. Lengthen. Straight line lift. Full energy up the outside of the body. Feel that length. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, bump the right hip, let the body lean to the left. Just lean over to the left. Feel that. Stay long out of both legs. Tendency to break that right knee, so keep that leg long on the outside. Feel that length, and then make that lower arm, tendency to collapse that lower arm, that left arm. Keep the left arm long. Also, as you lengthen here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center, get long. Exhale, bump the left hip, lean the body to the right. And again, stay long out of the left side of the body and out of the right side, lengthening through that lower arm. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center, get long. Maybe just a little back bend, maybe not. Maybe it's a little early for that. Just maybe roll your eyes up, take your thumbs to the wall behind you. Maybe make an arm bend, if nothing else. Full inhale here. Complete exhale here. Inhale, come back to center, get long. All right, exhale, bump the right hip, lean left. Inhale, back to center. Bump the left hip, lean right. Inhale, back to center. Slight back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Bring your arms down so that your elbows touch your ribs. Push your thumb and forefinger together and step your feet wide so that they're outside of your shoulders. Turn your toes out and your heels in. Sink the hips. Imagine there's an imaginary wall behind your head, your shoulders, and your hips. You're sliding down that wall. Breathe into this. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, pick up your right heel. Exhale, place the right heel back down. Inhale, pick up your left heel. Exhale, place the left heel back down. Inhale, perhaps pick up both heels. Exhale, place both heels back down. Inhale, straighten the legs, take the arms up, turn the toes so they're just slightly outward. This is your star posture. And then we're going to move back and forth between those two. So inhale, get long. Exhale, slide as you bend, as you drop the hips. Bring the elbows to the ribs. Slide down that imaginary wall. Inhale, lengthen and straighten, star posture. Exhale, modified goddess posture or horse rider posture, depending on how you do this. And let's do that a couple times. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale up. Turn your left toes towards the top of your mat. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Exhale, lean your torso over parallel to the mat over that extended left leg. Left leg is long but not locked. Drop your left hand to your thigh, to your shin. to your ankle, to a block, hint, hint, maybe to the mat. Rotate your torso, stack the shoulders, and then maybe take your right arm high. This is your triangle posture. Breathe in. Maybe you look up and see your right thumb. Maybe not. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation, shine bright. Exhale. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Rotate your torso parallel to the mat. And then turn your right foot in and step in a little bit, making your feet a little closer to each other as we prepare for our pyramid pose. Release your right hand down to find your left thigh, your left shin, your left ankle, your block, hint, hint, or the mat. Bring your forehead towards your left knee. Pyramid posture, breathing here. Full inhale. Legs are straight but not locked. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. On your inhale, bring your right hand back to your hip. Lift your left arm up and out. Come upright. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes the opposite direction. So your right toe goes to the bottom of your mat. Your left toe comes in off of the mat. And then step out a little bit to widen your posture. Actually, belay that. Bring that right foot back in, that left foot back in. Keep your torso tight. And then just lean forward over your extended right leg. And then release your right hand to your right thigh, your right shin, your right ankle, your block, hint, hint, or to the mat. Bring your left hand to join it on that right leg. And then release your forehead toward your knee, coming into your pyramid posture in this direction. Again, the legs are straight but not locked. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale. Bring your left hand to your hip and then lift your torso parallel and then step that left foot back a little bit to create a little more space. And then rotate your torso, stacking the shoulders, releasing that left hand, and then maybe take, the right hand, and then maybe take the left hand toward the ceiling, coming into your triangle on this side. Maybe look up and see your left thumb. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Drop your left hand back to your hip. Turn your torso down. Inhale. Come up. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes off the long side of your mat. And maybe widen your feet a little bit. And then turn your toes in so that, again, the outside edges of your feet are parallel with the top and bottom of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale here. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale. Hinge forward till your torso is parallel to the mat. Release your hands underneath your face. Inhale here, get long through the crown, press back through the hips. So imagine you're pressing the back of your heels, the back of your calves, the back of your thighs, and the back of your hips against that imaginary wall behind you. As you lengthen through the crown, exhale, release the forehead toward the wall behind you, release the crown toward the mat. Breathe in, wide-legged forward fold. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. As you exhale, walk your hands over toward your left foot, keeping your right leg and left leg both straight but not locked. Bring your forehead toward your left knee. So we're just adding a twist to this wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back to center, get long through the crown, press your hips back. Exhale, walk your hands over toward your right foot, bring your forehead toward your right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. And then maybe you can pick up your hands and bring them to prayer at your chest. Maybe not. Maybe you keep your hands down for support. But we're going to move our hands or our body over toward the left as we bend into the left knee. So we're coming into Skandasana. All right, so the right leg stays long, the left knee bends, the torso and the hands and body moves over toward that left knee. Maybe you roll to the ball of your right heel, dropping your hips a little deeper, maybe not. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Walk your hands back to center as you straighten the left leg, coming back to that wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, extend through the crown. Exhale, bring yourself over toward your right knee, bending into the right knee. Maybe you keep your hands down for support. Maybe your hands come to prayer. Maybe you take a bind if you have that. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten the leg, the right knee, bring the hands back under the face, get long through the crown, push back. And then turn your fingers toward the wall behind you and walk your hands underneath and through your legs, bringing yourself into that deeper wide-legged forward fold. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. We're going to move into our squats. One of two versions. Inhale, bring your hands back underneath the face. Heel toe your feet until they come underneath your hips. If you like, you have two options here. So I'm going to go through both of them. The first is a standard squat. So your feet are straight and parallel and underneath your hips. And then maybe your hands come to your chest, or maybe your hands come out from your shoulders. And your squat is just simply a squat. You bring your hips down and you come back up. Maybe you use your chair or your bolster. Maybe your squat is only a couple of inches. That's absolutely okay. That's option one. Option two is to do a little, what we call the frog pose. So you'll bring your heels together and your toes out, and your hands will be out underneath your shoulders in front of you, holding 20 to 40% of your weight or some portion of your weight till you feel supported. Your inhale is to straighten the legs, bring the forehead toward the shins. Your exhale is to drop your hips toward your heels coming into your squat. So either version of your squat, we're going to be here. We're going to do 14 squats or any number thereof that works for you. So let us find your posture for your squat. And then let us begin. Inhale up. And exhale down. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Moving at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, and your practice. If you finish before me, you're just going to stand quietly in mountain pose and allow yourself to settle back in. If you finish after me, that's okay. I'll be standing, waiting. Remember, you do what's right for you and your body. Halfway if you're with me. One more if you're with me. Inhale up wherever you are. Bring your feet parallel so your toes are aligned. Take your pointer and middle finger and wrap them around the inside of your big toe. Take your thumb and wrap it around the outside of your big toe. Yogi toe lock. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips. Exhale, release the crown. Bring the forehead toward the shins. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Now, if I can remember everything correctly, we're going to reverse all that. So, take yourself, heel toe your feet out wide, beyond your shoulders, wide-legged. Turn the toes in and the heels out so that the outside edges of the feet are parallel with the top and bottom of your mat. Take your fingers and turn them toward the wall behind you. Inhale, get long through the crown. Exhale, walk your hands back underneath the body, between the legs, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, walk your hands underneath the face. And then get long through the crown, press back through the hips, and then walk your hands over to your right, bending into your right knee, maybe rolling to the left heel and lifting the toes, coming into Skandasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Bring the hands underneath the face. Get long through the crown. Exhale. Bend into the left knee. Bring the body and torso toward the left knee. Find your release through the right leg here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center, straightening that leg. Get long through the crown, press back through the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands over toward the right foot, bringing the forehead toward the right knee. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist, breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back to center, get long through the crown, press back through the hips. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left foot, bringing your forehead toward your left knee. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale. Walk your hands back to center. Long through the crown. Press back through the hips. Inhale here. Okay. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Lengthen through the torso. Exhale, bring the torso back upright. Turn the right toes toward the bottom of your mat. Bring your left toes in and off the long side of your mat. Inhale, get long through the crown. Exhale, extend your right arm, take your left arm to your left hip. Lean your torso forward over your right leg. Lengthen here, and then as you exhale, bring your right hand to your thigh, to your shin, to your ankle, to a block, hint, hint, or to the mat. Stack your shoulders, rotate the torso. Maybe take the left hand toward the ceiling. Maybe look up and see the left thumb. Triangle on this side, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Bring your left hand back to your hip. Rotate your torso. Maybe step your left foot in a little bit to create stability. And then bring your left hand to join your right on the right thigh, right ankle, right shin block. Bring your forehead toward your right knee. Pyramid pose, breathing here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, lengthen the torso, come up, strong core. Come upright, rotate your feet. Turn your left toes toward what was the top of your mat. Turn your right toes in. Lengthen the torso, align with what was the top of your mat. And then lean forward over that extended left leg. Inhale, get long. Exhale, walk your hands down to the thigh, to the shin, to the ankle, to a block, hint, hint. Release your forehead toward your left knee. Pyramid pose on this side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, get long through the crown. Bring your right hand to your hip. Maybe walk your right foot back a little bit to create space. And then establish your length through the crown. Rotate your torso. Stack the shoulders. And then maybe take the right hand toward the ceiling. Maybe look up and see the right thumb. Maybe not. Breathing here in triangle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Bring your right hand back to your hip. Rotate your torso. Strong core. Inhale, lengthen. Come upright. Turn the toes off the long side of your mat. And then extend the arms long. Finding our star posture. Inhale, get long here, slight back bend. And then exhale, we're going to drop the hips and bring the elbows down toward the ribs, coming into our goddess or horse rider. And we're going to pulse this a few times. Inhale up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale up. Exhale, your rhythm, your pace. Move with your breath. One more here. Sink in. Now, find your supported goddess or modified goddess here, breathing. Inhale, lift both heels, perhaps. Exhale, put the heels down. Inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, put the left heel down. Inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, put the right heel down. Inhale, straighten, turn the toes in. Release the arms and walk heel to the feet back underneath the hips. Inhale, the arms will go high, palms perhaps will touch. Take the thumbs, take the thumbs toward the wall behind you. Maybe roll the eyes up, slight back bend. Inhale, get long. Exhale, find your posture. Inhale, straighten the torso, come back to neutral. Exhale, bump the right hip, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center, get long. Exhale, bump the right hip, bump the left hip, lean to the right. Inhale, get long. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bump the bump the right hip, lean to your left. Now stay long out of both sides. Feel your leg. Feel what's different as you return to where you once began. Maybe noticing some differences. Stay long out of that left arm. Get long on the inhale. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, come back to center. Get long. Take the thumbs back. Reach. Exhale, bump the left hip, lean to your right. Find your full release and full length here. Stay long out of both sides of the body. Inhale, get long. Exhale, sink in. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center, get long. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, turn the palms forward. Find yourself in your mountain posture. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Bring yourself down onto your mat, on your back. We're going to do our twist and then move into our guided rest. So we're just going to do simple twists today. So actually, let's do a nice relaxing twist. So take your heels toward your hips, your knees toward the ceiling, and then walk your feet out toward the long edges of your mat so your knees fall together. Bring your hands to your abdomen for a moment and notice how soft the abdomen is. This is a rest posture, so the abdomen is released. Then take your hands out from your shoulders 30 to 60 to 90 degrees, creating a little space for yourself. Lengthen through your crown. Feel the full spine on the mat, especially that lower lumbar spine. So take any arching out of your lower back. Feel your full supports here. Inhale. Exhale, let both knees fall over to the right. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Keep the left shoulder down and relaxed and just breathe. This is a release. Any tension in the hips. We did some squats. We did a lot of, stretching through the hip girdle. Put a lot of pressure on the hip girdle today through our movements through pyramid and triangle and goddess. And so now we're just releasing and allowing everything to let go. Any tension, any tightness, any constriction, any contraction. We're just being here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhaling. And exhaling. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, bring your head back to neutral, bring your knees back to where they're touching. Get long through the crown, feel the lower spine on the mat. Exhale, let both knees go to the left as you maybe look over your right shoulder, but you keep the right shoulder down and relaxed and feel into that opening that happens as we twist. Just gentle release here. Breathe in. Breathe out. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center with your head and your knees. Walk your feet back in till your heels and toes are touching. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Reach up and grab your knees or your shins or maybe your feet, the bottom of your feet. Bring your forehead toward your knees. Make a nice tight little ball here. Take a full inhale and retain the breath gently as you squeeze. Bring everything in tight, squeeze. Make yourself as small as you can, squeeze. Come into this little supported, tightened posture, breathe, and then exhale. Release your legs long. Let your crown and back of your head fall. Let your toes fall open. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Bring your palms up by your hips. Lengthen through your crown. Pull down on your side ribs. Feel the lower spine on the mat and let go completely. Settle into your guided rest. And as you settle into your guided rest, take a moment to ensure that you have any additional supports that you may want in this posture. So maybe you have an eye cloth, or maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you have a bolster. Anything that will provide you perhaps 1% more support. Go ahead and avail yourselves of that right now. And then allow yourselves to fall into rest. This is your rest. Now, this posture is perhaps the most important posture you've done today. This is your opportunity to allow all of the energy that you have arisen to integrate into your being. This is your opportunity to allow your healing to occur. This is your opportunity to be fully and completely and deeply at rest. This is your opportunity to just let go and be. Release any analysis of the practice. Release any shaping of the breath, of the body, of the mind. Release any conversation, condemnation, criticism, competition. Release all and allow yourself to be supported. Feel into the full backside of your body being supported. Feel how you're being held and cocooned by gravity. Feel how your mat is there, fully covering the backside of your body and supporting you. Feel yourself centered, calm, steady, and allow rest. And if you find that your mind is overly active, then perhaps just suggest to your mind that what it might do is track your body from the crown of the head, gently, slowly, and sequentially. Just move down your body, looking with a gentle curiosity for any tightness, any constriction, any contraction, without any need to do anything, just noticing with gentle curiosity where you might have a little tightness in your body. And whether you're tracking your body or not, we're going to explore resting fully and completely and deeply in silence for the next minute or so. And if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I'll invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to reconnect with your body, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your wrists and your ankles. Continuing to reacclimate to your body, on your next inhale, I invite you to bring your heels toward your hips and your knees toward the ceiling, and to extend your right hand alongside your right arm alongside your head so that the bicep frames the ear. Taking a moment here in this posture to prepare yourself to roll to your right side. And then when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, gently roll to your right side, allowing your right arm to cradle your head and neck like a pillow. Take a moment here on your right side to prepare yourself to be upright again. And when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your torso and to use your left arm to help leverage yourself back into a seated posture. Taking a moment here in your seated posture to reconnect with your supports and reestablish yourself in your seat. Reconnect with your breath, and then on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands once again to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And to allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful. And as you witness yourself seated in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here in grateful witness for as long as you like. And perhaps more importantly, when you do rise, please, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.